To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket, incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Off now on 3rd down. Downfield, it's fine, St. Brown. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Jones trying the left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10, here's Jones. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's McCarthy. Brought in, Ty Felton. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to try to pick it up. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 9-yard line.
Now McCarthy. That one connects. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Lean back motions right. Goff on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at first down here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Goff off the play action. He's got it near the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. And
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. McCarthy looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over on an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Up to the races, middle of the field. He's at midfield. 30. Gets the 10. He's at the 5. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 49-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
70 Lions. Trap 60.
We snap it to McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown.
Riker lining up for the extra point.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Lions have a 1st down. Offensive line fast.
1st down, Lions.
Again, it's Gibbs. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Coming right is Gibbs. And he steps out after getting what he could. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the gun, gone. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down. First and goal, Detroit.
Gibbs. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Gibbs again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary?
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Set. 70 Rick. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. Taken in by Felton, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. For big yards on the right side. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
2nd down, McCarthy to pass. Throwing this for the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Reichard, the kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, gone. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
19, 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Motioning the tight end left. Off to the air now. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff now on third down. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. It's on target to Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Looking quickly here.
13 more yards. That's another Vikings.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jones. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
First down throw from Goff. Sends this to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Vikings first
You just get the play off. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Second and 6 coming up here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Looking underneath, it's Jones. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here.
Gain of 18. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Dumps this one off, it's Jones. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Starting at the 10. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. Trucks a defender. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a 1st down. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Continuing to move past the 45. Has room down the left sideline. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Throw left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense in the hurry up here.
14 more yards. That's another Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the
look to throw. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2. And now their 2nd conversion. So they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. 46. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Hits his running back. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Now Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Lions keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game.
Vikings 46.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go.
Now McCarthy. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it's a very happy holiday.